All right. I think we're live. I think we're good. What's up, Ray? I'm so
Hey,
excited
what's
to have
happening?
you here.
What's
Oh
going
no, you're
on?
freezing. You're freezing.
What?
I know. We can't have any tech issues. Come on now.
I should be okay. I'm directly plugged in.
I
Sure.
am too. I'm sorry you froze for a second, but you
Oh,
are here and I'm super excited to have you here. And we're going to be talking about all the goods. I know Facebook's doing its thing and grabbing people. So I'm going to give it a second, but I'm really excited about today's topic because I hear over and over from a lot of professionals, a lot of network marketers that are out there and they are grinding away. Hey, Christina, how are you? And, everyone's like just kind of wants to know the same thing. How do you attract and enroll and retain those high quality, right, ambitious network marketers or people that are just looking for a home-based business? How do we just recruit those go-getters, right? And not the lazy Lindas, as we like to call them, right?
poor Linda. There's a Linda on
Poor
here right
Linda, I
now.
know, sorry, Linda. But like I always say, we don't want to push the wet noodle up the hill, right? We want those driven. And I mean, I get it. We're not going to have 100% all the way across the board, but I am sure that you have some golden nuggets for the audience today. I polled inside my group, and this seems to be the running question, and then also how to effectively follow up with people, so we don't feel like we're beating a dead horse. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. You guys, if you are new to Ray Higdon, where the heck have you been? Wake up,
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Hello. Ray and Jessica run a multi-million dollar company. They are phenomenal mentors. Ray has actually mentored moi, and I love this man. I love his wife. They have contributed so much to the network marketing community and just helping really raise the vibration, I think, of the industry as a whole in this profession. Just real quick, I have to share these numbers. So Ray, I think, what has it been 2 or 3 years now? You founded Rank Makers.
We started Rank Makers July of 2007. We started tracking statistics in
2007.
2008.
Wow, that is incredible. Okay, but like when you just started like really going with Rank Makers, I mean, I feel like that's been 2007.
July 2007, the first week of July. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's see, in 2 years, I pulled these numbers. Okay. In 2 years in Rank Makers, you guys have helped helped your tribe enroll 126,954 new customers in 2 years.
Those
Right?
are old stats.
These
I
are
can tell
old
you the
stats.
new ones.
You have new stats because I was like ready to fall off my chair with these stats.
Yeah, so here's the latest stats, and these are probably, let's see, I did this for an event. It was probably maybe 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, something like that. So since we started tracking stats in early 2008, we've helped network marketers bring in 208,000 new customers, 49,000 new reps, and achieve 9,175 rank advances. That's pretty cool, right?
That's unreal. That is unheard of. That is unreal. That is the power of Rank Makers. And I know that you've actually helped myself and a ton of my team members also. So thank you so much for all that you do for our community here. So
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to back out because I know people don't want to hear from me. They want to hear from you. And I'll come back on, and we're going to talk about something special. So you guys do not go anywhere. And I'm fielding questions as Ray is going to be giving you all of his magic. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Well, Julie is amazing. We actually did a VIP day with Julie, I don't know, a couple years ago, right in this room, which is kind of cool because we're about to move. We moved this weekend. We sold our house. And so anyway, not that you needed that information, but so the question is, how do I attract, recruit, retain rock stars and also follow up? So I think there's the two things. So there's a couple suggestions here. There's how do we better create our internal expectations, number one. And that should always be number one, because that's what you should have the most control over. But a lot of people don't. They're just like, ah, right? And so, first of all, you have to understand that most of the number one income earners in any company were brought in by someone who never reached a top earner status. I'm gonna let that sink in for a second. Okay, think about this. So if you have someone that you've recruited that isn't doing a whole lot, it's possible that they could go and recruit the number one income earner in your company. Now, the other thing is, I'm gonna throw, because there's two analogies that that I'll give you. There's the analogy of marriage that I'll use, and I'm gonna hit you with this other analogy. What would you say if you had a office building that you had to pay for, and you had a square footage cost, you had electric cost, plumbing, parking, all whatever the cost, insurance, right? And so you could only fit 10 desks in this office. And this was a sales office. You needed to make money. So you figure out, okay, okay, so my overhead, let's just say, is $700 per desk. Got 10 desks. I'm just making up a number here. $700 a desk. I got 10 desks, so I'm paying $7,000. So what do I need my team of 10 salespeople? What do I need them to generate? Anybody? I'm gonna wait one more second, and that's it. Pretty simple math, right? So if I have a finite space, I got 10 desks, I'm paying $700 a desk for overhead, for the lighting, for the insurance, for the property, whatever, right? Maintenance, right? I would need them 10 desks. If it's costing me $700 a desk, that's $7,000. So I would need my team of 10 to make more than $7,000, right? Pretty straightforward. Now, what if I told you that you could have an unlimited number of desks, and not only would those desks not cost you anything like most businesses? I got a buddy that runs an insurance company, and he's got salespeople. That scenario I gave you is a very real scenario, right? Maybe not numbers. I don't know his numbers. But what if I told you that you could have an unlimited amount of desks? And not only did you not pay for each desk, they might pay you. Now, if they didn't pay you, then didn't cost you anything, no big deal. But you had the potential that one desk might make you $100,000 or more. The question is, if there is no overhead for you, if you're not paying for each of these desks, and you're not penalized whether they do work or not, how many people would you have? If you said as many as damn possible, that's the correct answer. That's network marketing. That's what people don't understand. And so I'm going to encourage you to embrace the concept that you have 500 warehouses all around the world with an unlimited capacity to have as many people as possible in all these virtual warehouses. And whether they make you money, not make you money, you're not paying for them. They have the potential to pay you only. It only goes one way. Why do I bring this up? Because the truth is, because network marketing is the lowest risk, lowest overhead way for the average ordinary person to start a business, you're going to have a lot of people that throw dinner money at joining a business. They're not paying $20,000. They're not paying what me, knucklehead, I paid 40 grand for an advertising franchise, right? Knucklehead here. I got a buddy that paid 250,000 for a Domino's franchise, and they told him in 10 years he should expect a return on investment. What if your sponsor said that to you? Okay, Heather, it's going to be $250,000, but don't worry, because in 10 years, you're going to start making a profit. Huh? What do you think about that? Good idea? Nice. Julie paid $300,000. Jimmy John, you could have got a Domino's, man. So the reason I say this is too many people are caught up in, oh man, I got people that aren't doing anything. Well, what are they costing you? What's the cost? How doth thy hurt from it? You don't, unless you create it up here, which is what? Your expectations. And so it doesn't matter. And oh, by the way, if you think income is the only benefit to network marketing, who are you? Haven't you made friends? Haven't you been inspired? Haven't you had some education? Haven't you enjoyed some great products? I know people that have been in network marketing for 20 years, love it, tell all their friends about it, never really made much money, but it's an integral part of their life. They love it. Who are you to say that they're idiots? You're not making money. You're not doing anything. Get out of here. Beat it. Well, they could stay on auto ship for 20 years and you get paid every single month if you can only embrace the concept that you have virtual warehouses all around the world and there's zero cap to how many people you can have in your organization. I'll give you just 2 clients. I got one client right now has 750,000 in his team. I got another client that is legit bringing home $1 million a month. You can have as big a team as you want. It's up to you. The network marketing company does the heavy lifting. They do the research, they do the development, they do the supply chain management, they do the currency conversion, they do the software, they cut the commission checks, they ship the products, they make the labels, they bottle the cap, they put the little safety thing on it. They literally do everything for you. All you got to do is say, hey, you open, take a look at what I got. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And manage your expectations. Now, I'll tell you a quick story. I had a lady came to me, nice lady, came to me and said, hey, man, I'm really struggling right now, man. Would you pay my way in your team? I'll work hard, I promise. And I said, well, homie, don't play that. I don't do that. Sorries. I don't pay people's way. And so she does some networking, finds someone that pays half her way. So she comes in. Now, raise your hand if you think she's going to be an amazing rep. Limping in, struggle bus, right? Couldn't even afford to come in herself. How can you sell something you can't even do? Very first day, she has me on a phone call with a gentleman who'd been making 6 figures a year for over 25 years from a network marketing company he had retired from 25 years earlier. He comes in, builds over a 10,000 person team. Would you have judged her? Would you have said, oh God, oh, such low quality. Oh, probably. Most people would have. See, you have no idea. You have no idea who's going to come into your business and introduce you to the right person, introduce you to someone who's going to go and kill it. You have no idea. And so stop even saying the words that you got to recruit rock stars. Because when you say that, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Now, let me ask you this. How many gym owners do you think say, man, oh, I wish more of my members had 6-pack abs. Oh, so frustrating. Damn it, all these flabby McFlabbersons. Oh, they don't care. As long as you pay your membership. I get that confused sometimes. So if I go into the gym and I work out for 2 minutes on the treadmill and phew, I'm exhausted, I'm whooped, take a picture for Instagram. I go stand by the dumbbells that I didn't even lift. Killed it, gymming it. Right? I don't know what's the appropriate. Is it 5? Is it 2? Is it piece? I don't know. Right? Killing it. Right? Post it on Instagram. I'm not sweating, so I douse myself with water. Right? What does a gym owner say? And then I just walk out. I did 2 minutes on the treadmill, Instagram by the dumbbells, walked out. What did the gym owner say? Did the gym owner tell me to lift my shirt? Did the gym owner say, hey, I didn't see you doing deadlifts, punk. Get over there. Did the gym owner say, hey, let's see those abs. Not impressed. Or does the gym owner say, way to kill it, buddy. Nailed it. Hey, I'm going to like your picture real quick. Boop. Right? Now, he may walk out and see me walk over to the McDonald's drive-thru, get a Big Mac, right? Doesn't care. Cares that I pay my membership. Keep struggling with that. Keep struggling. I get them confused. It's easy to confuse. So is the gym owner addicted to my level of desire? Does the gym owner say, okay, you're going to sign up this membership, okay? I want you to pay me money. Now, do you want six-pack abs or not? Because if you don't, I ain't taking your money. Your money's no good here. He's like, oh, you want six-pack abs? Okay, great. Thank you. Right, thanks. Doesn't care my level of desire. Now, if I express it, if I say I want to get diesel, I want to get rock hard abs, I want to get ripped. If I say that to the gym owner, what does the gym owner do? Cha-ching, little dollar sign in his eyes. He says, oh, we have a personal trainer. We got CrossFit. We got spin class. Which one you want? Which one you want? I got options, babies. And that's what you should have. When someone in your organization says, I got a level of desire to crush it, you point, guide, and direct them. You give them some homework. Go do this, report back in. Stop trying to recruit the rock stars. Because I'll tell you right now, 100%, and I wish it was 99. My hope, my eternal hope in life is that one day I will be proven incorrect by this. But 100% of the time, when I had someone join my organization and tell me how big time day is, how amazing they are, how they're going to kill it, how they're going to pass me up, 100% of the time, they didn't do anything, nothing. So if I verbally listened, if I listened for rock star status, baller, shot caller talk, I would be fooled 100% of the time. 100% of the time. So stop requiring to recruit rock stars and improve your culture. Have better culture. This is such a key component that's missing from so many trainings. It's actually, we dedicate our day number 2 of our Rank Makers Live event to culture and community because that's how bad it's needed. Now, in this scenario, are you marrying all these people, right? We're married now, virtual warehouses, right? That may be legal in some states, not what I'm saying. You're not married to these people. They don't have to be like-minded. They don't have to have high levels of desire. All of that is bonus, is fantastic. I don't require it. I don't expect it. I don't require it, period. And so culture is the making of people to feel good regardless of their level of desire, level of result. If I come into your organization and I don't do squat, do I still feel appreciated? Can I still be a valued member of your mission and community? Or am I made to feel less than? Am I made to feel like a big fat disappointment? Because see, a lot of leaders in network marketing think that they're in that office with only 10 desks. I only got 10 desks, right? If you're not performing, get out of here. Well, that's how you would have to run it. If you had an office and you had 10 desks, it cost you $700 a desk, then yeah, you're like, hey, Jimmy, you only made me $400 last month. We gonna have to step it up this month, or bye-bye. Sorry, Jimmy, and all your little kids, right? Honey, mama gotta make money. That's how network marketing leaders, a lot of them, treat their team. Like they have a finite little space and I only got room for 11. You over there, you working? No? Get it. How do I motivate you? No, you got a virtual warehouse all across the globe. 500,000 of them, 1 million of them. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Their level of desire, they should be welcomed in your organization as a valued member, loved on, because the longer they stay around the campfire, the more likely they'll catch a spark. They're not going to catch a spark, most of them, by you being intense on them, by you beating the hell out of them, by you saying, lift your shirt, boy, like the gym owner, right? So step 1 is altering your expectations. I didn't, if I recruited someone who didn't do anything, I still loved them. 0 expectation, 0 disappointment. You need to think more like the waiter or waitress. If the waiter or waitress comes over to you and says, hey, would you like some key lime pie? And you say, nah, no thanks. Do they go in the back and smash the dish and say, why? Why won't they eat the pie? Or do they say, okay, no problem, right? You got a high level of desire? Awesome. You don't have a high level of desire? Okay. Welcome to the team. We love you. You're amazing. Stick around as long as you want. You don't ever have to build a business. If you do that, you will build a much larger organization than the psychopath leader that's constantly trying to motivate their team. Get motivated already. Now, think about this as kids. How many parents we got? So imagine if you go to your kid and they say, I want to be a journalist. And you say, I want you to be a lawyer. You better grow up to be a lawyer. What can I do to get you to be a lawyer? They may succumb. They may say, all right already, Jesus, what the lawyer thing, okay, right? You may pressure them into, doing it. They'll probably resent you though. But what if they just don't want to be a lawyer? They're going to resent you. They're going to, and on top of that, guess how they'll feel? D word, disappointment. So if my wife comes home today and she goes, hey, sweetie, oh, so good to see you. Hey, sweetie, did you learn to play the saxophone today? No, I'm not really, I'm not really interested in saxophone. Why? Do you want me to learn the saxophone? Oh, whatever, I mean, it'd be nice, but, whatever. Next day, hey, sweetie, good to see you again. Any word on that saxophone training? Babe, are you okay? Like, what's with the I really don't want to learn, to play the saxophone. And then later, I hear her on the phone. Yeah, he's no, doesn't he want to learn the saxophone? I don't know. How do I feel? I feel like an idiot. I feel like a big fat disappointment. I feel like all of my other contributions to her life don't mean anything because I'm not learning the saxophone. That's how your team feels when you beat them upon the ears, nose, and throat about how they should be producing, how they should be recruiting, how they should be prospecting when they don't want to. So you coach the coachable. You guide, you point, guide, and direct those who want to be guided and directed. Someone says, it's not really the right time for me. Say, awesome, totally cool, rock on, appreciate you. I mean, you wouldn't do this because no one would do that in the coronavirus, right? You just do this or this and then sanitize, right? Face shield. And so you have to stop having these expectations or these hallucinations that you can take your psychotic drive, your lunatic level desire to make money and just put in a little microchip and jam it right in their head. You have to get away from that. You got to stop. You got to be okay with their level of desire. Be okay with their level of results. Be okay with their level of however the hell they want to show up. Because remember, you're not paying for them. They're paying you, and they have the potential to pay you a whole lot more. And the longer they stay around, the more likely they catch a spark. So the first step, changing your expectations. Now let's talk about attraction. Now that we got that out of the way. So I never understood it when marketers would market how easy it is. It's so easy. It's not selling and sharing. You don't ever have to sell. You just have to get a customer to purchase. Selling, isn't it? Right? And so it always cracked me up when marketers market how easy it is and how you don't ever have to sell anything at all, ever. And then you have weak ass reps that come into your organization. Why aren't they working hard? Oh, my marketing says how easy it is. I don't understand. What do you mean? You groomed them. You groomed them for coming and it's so easy, right? See, I'd rather say it's hard. If someone says to me, I swear to you, if someone said to me, well, hey, how long until I'm making, good money on the side? I'd say, what if it took 5 years? What? 5 years? What? You gonna make money on the side some other way? You got a rich Uncle Earl gonna pass away, gonna give you an inheritance? You got a hedge fund coming your way? You got some stocks that are being gifted to you? How are you going to make money in the next 5 years on the side? You don't have a way, do you? So what if it took 5 years? See, I would rather change their expectation up front, not tell them how easy it is, not tell them how they don't have to sell, they only get the shares, but they got to get a customer to purchase something, right? I'd rather tell them, hey, if you want to make the big money, you go and work hard. It's not going to be easy, right? Simple, different word, simple, not easy, two different words. Simple, I understand what I need to do. You ask human beings if they're open to taking a look at what you got. That's what you do. You don't mix the stuff in the basement. You're not testing it for the FDA, right? You're asking human beings, hey, you open to take a look at what I got? No? All right. Yeah, here we go. That's what you do. That's your job. That's simple. Not easy. Not easy doing it on the days you don't feel like it. Not easy getting rejected, getting back up and doing more of it. Different, simple, not easy. And so if your marketing talks about the exception in your team, hey, I want to give a shout out to Rhonda. Rhonda hit $10,000 her first month and she doesn't even have eyelashes. Way to go, Rhonda. So if you're giving these shout outs to the exception in your team and saying how easy it is, setting these false expectations, then you got what you paid for. You made your bed, now sleep in it. You got all these lazy reps that also don't have eyelashes, that also don't want to work, that think it's easy, and they don't want to hear your crap about how hard it is. Too late. You lured them to the dark side by telling them how simple it was or how easy it was. Different words, right? How easy it was. And so understand one thing. Talking about making fast and big money in a prospecting manner, it'll get you attention from the wrong people. You know what I'd rather talk about? I'd rather talk about making a little money. At one point before all this, COVID, right? Before all that, there were 750,000 Uber drivers in the United States alone. They made an average between, I've seen conflicting articles, between $60 to $300 a month. 750,000 of them. Now, how many are left? Who knows? Who knows? And so 750,000 that were willing to place drunk strangers in their back seat at 2 a.m, put their life in their own hands, wish for the best that they're not a serial killer for $60 to $300 a month. How many of them do you think would prefer to just goof around on social media from home with their kids? That'd be carry the one. All of them. They all would. You just got to open your mouth and tell them about it. Now, will they be a rock star? Probably not. There's a difference between probability, possibility. Is it possible to make hundreds of thousands of dollars as an Uber driver? Not possible. Now, if I could recruit people, if I could go to my college campus and say Uber, right, and I could recruit them and get 1%, maybe. Can't do it. Doesn't work. It's not how it goes. And so there are so many people out there right now that 6 months ago had their career figured out. They were the head chef, they were the head waiter, they were the hotel manager, they were the fill in the blanks that don't know what the hell they're going to do, but they know something's got to change. And they're looking for a way to make money from home, but they don't know they don't have a Shark Tank invention. They don't have a big 401k to invent in scented belt buckles, right? They don't have those kind of resources. They don't know what to do. But here you have the lowest risk, lowest overhead way for the average ordinary person to start a business, but you're keeping your mouth shut about it because you're worried about how you look. That's your call. Again, you got unlimited warehouses. You can have 500,000 of these people in your organization doing something, not doing something, taking selfies, not taking selfies, doesn't matter. They still have the possibility of having pleasure in your team. So change your expectations. Don't market how easy it is. Don't just talk about the exception. You know what I like better? This is why I brought up Uber. I like talking about how Linda made an extra $50 this week. Way to go, Linda. Do you know why I like that? One, it keeps away the riffraff. Because the riffraff is like, hey, how do I make big money? How do I win the lotto? Right? The riffraff is attracted when you say make 10,000 a month, you don't need to share, not selling, right? So the riffraff is attracted to that. They want easy. They want lottery. They want, where do I scratch off? Do I need a quarter or a nickel? I got a nickel. Right? Scratch it off, right? So it keeps the riffraff away. Keeps the real people engaged because they believe they can make an extra. I wonder how she made $50. I think maybe I could make $50. But when you say 10,000 bucks, which most people have never made in their life in a month, you kidding me? Most people haven't made over 3,000, 4,000 in their entire life in a month. And you're talking 10,000? Don't believe it. They don't believe it. And even if it's true, if they don't believe it, it doesn't matter because they're not going to reach out to you from your marketing. So I would rather talk about 50 bucks a week, 50 bucks a month, 200 bucks a month. You wouldn't see me marketing anything over 200 bucks a month. If I'm building a network marketing organization, I'm not going to talk about it. Just not going to talk about it. I want to attract the masses. I want to get lots and lots of people in. And you know what happens when you do that versus I only want to recruit rock stars. That's all I do. Guess who's in the team of rock stars? The masses, not rock stars. Guess when rock stars leave your organization? When their retention goes down. Guess when their retention goes down? Because you create unrealistic expectations and you try to shake them up. Why don't you learn the saxophone? Be a lawyer already, right? That's when they leave. They say, I'm out. I hope this is helping. Let's talk about retention. Here's why I'm going to bring in the marriage analogy. I wouldn't read a book that says how to retain your wife. Wife retention strategies 101. Handcuffs. Okay. Chains. Oh. A fence. Interesting. No. I want, how do I delight, entertain, and make her feel like a bajillion dollars? I'll read that book. How to make your wife feel like a bajillion dollars. I'll read that book. How to spoil her till till nobody in the world has a chance of taking her away from. I'll take that. I don't want to study retention. Retention? That sounds sterile. How do you retain your reps? You threaten them. Put them under contract. You're not going anywhere, suckers. No, not retention. How do you delight them? How do you surprise them? How do you give them gratitude? How do you outlove them? How do you love them harder than everybody else, regardless of their level of desire, level of result? Does anyone on the planet leave a relationship where they're extremely appreciated? No, never. You'll never hear, you know what, I got a divorce. Yeah, he really, really appreciated me and everything that I did, but got a divorce anyway. No, you'll never hear that. You will never hear someone say, yeah, they really did a great job of appreciating me and surprising me and delighting me and making me feel fantastic, but I had to get the hell out of there. You'll never hear it. You'll never hear it. So step one in how do you outlove, support, make feel amazing is don't make them feel like a disappointment by you constantly dogging them about not doing the work. Understand that there's more than one benefit to network marketing. Income is one benefit. It's not the only benefit. I know people have been in network marketing 25 years, never made much money, but they love it. They love meeting new people, making new friends, being educated, being inspired, having great products. Got to see that there's more than one benefit in network marketing, or else you do not have a chance of building a humongous team. You might get to 100,000. If you're really hardcore, 10,000 maybe. You ain't going to get to 100,000. Not going to get to $500,000. Ain't going to happen. Not going to happen. So stop trying to retain them and start trying to appreciate them. Start trying to be grateful for them, regardless of their level of desire or level of result. So follow up. How are we doing on that? I think we covered that. But let's talk about follow up. So know that bad follow up is better than no follow up. Know that if you suck at sales, but you're good at follow up, you'll do just fine. You'll make plenty of money. So I spent last year, I gave Grant Cardone $100,000 to spend 6 hours with him. All right, 6 hours of coaching. And I also, separate deal, spent some time with his sales team. Now, I want you to think about something. Grant Cardone, big sales team, right? Got all these people on the phones. Guess what percentage of sales they closed upon the first call? Now, these are sales like, bulldogs, pit bulls, right? You try to, you have to wear like if you meet them in person, you have to wear a padded arm thing because they just, the German shepherds, they like grab it, right? They just, get off of me, Cardone sales rep. You have to smack them off, right? Guess what percentage of sales they close on the first contact? 2%. 98% of the pit bull highly trained salespeople at Cardone come from follow-up. 98% of their income comes from follow-up. So why should you be better? Why should you be any different? Right? So people say, I reach out to a lot of people, but I'm just not good at follow-up. Like it's some genetic. Like it's like I'm good at jumping and follow-up, right? I'm pretty good vertically and follow-up. Those are the two genetic things. That follow-up is not genetic. You weren't born and doctor's like, this one's going to struggle with follow-up. No, that's not how it works, right? There's not some, extra calf that you have and now you're good at follow-up. It's a discipline. You choose to follow up or you don't choose to follow up. So let me help you become the world's greatest follow-upper. It'll be amazing. All of you, be 1,000%. It'll be amazing. It'll be incredible. So let's say on your street, unfortunately, there's a family, okay? You got the mom, dad, you got 4 kids. Dad loses his job. Mom gets laid off. Sad. This sucks, right? Terrible story. Why am I even telling this? I'm making it up, by the way. It's not a real story. Dad loses his job. Mom gets laid off. 4 kids. Dad, unfortunately, gets hit by a bus. Dead. Gone. Now we got laid off mom, 4 kids. And oh, by the way, this family's incredible. They participated in all the bake sales, all the car washes. They, whatever, right? They're amazing. They're incredible people. They go around picking litter up around the streets. Like you love them. They're amazing. So let's say because you're an amazing person, you decide we got to do something about this. We got to help them out. So you decide to do a fundraiser. So you call all the parents, right? This street, next street, 5 streets that way, 5 streets that way. And you get a hold of 220 people that tell you they will give some amount of money. $5, $10, $20, $100. How many of the 220 are you going to follow up with? Not only will it be 100%, but you're going to watch your neighbor. You see Miss Jones pull in. You wait a second. She gets in her house. She doesn't answer. You walk over there. Hey, Miss Jones. Hey, listen, I tried calling you. There might be a problem with your phone. But hey, listen, we had talked about that fundraiser. You said you'd give $17. I hate to bother you, but can I get the $17? All of a sudden, you are the most incredible follow-upper of all time. Why? Because you saw it as important. Because you saw it as meaningful. Because you saw it as making you feel good and making you look good. That's why you're such an amazing follow-upper in that scenario. Now, here's what I would encourage you to understand. I've had people in my organization. I have one specifically I can think of. Dude was a rock star, 2 kids, working at a job he hated. I followed up with that guy 7 times before he joined. He went on to become a 6-figure earner, quit that job, and now has an amazing life. If I care, I have to follow up. If I don't care, then I don't follow up. Who cares? If I care more about how I look than possibly helping a family, then I'm not going to follow up. And so, however, there is a trick in follow-up. You have to be postured. You have to be okay being ghosted. I was probably ghosted 10,000 or more times. I survived. I'm a survivor. It's amazing, right? People not responding to your follow-up is not a big deal. Who cares? It's just not a big deal. And so if I send my standard kind of follow-up is if I have talked to them at least once, they've responded at least once, show me they have a pulse, but I don't hear from them in 4 days, I'm gonna hit them with my 4-day follow-up. Hey, I just want to apologize. I've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to follow up with you. How are you? Not did you watch the video? Not are you ready to join? Not did you get a new credit card? Not are you done cleaning the aquarium? Can we talk now? Right? Nothing. Because I'm trying to take a non-respondent and make them a respondent. So I'm taking the blame. Hey, I just want to apologize. I've been so busy. Haven't had a chance to follow up with you. Now, is it my fault? It's not my fault. I don't care about fault. I care about efficiency. So I just want to apologize. I haven't had a chance to follow up with you. Been so busy. How are you? If they give me a thumbs up, which some people are like, what do I do? What do I do if they have a thumbs up? Why is this so perplexing? It shows that they have a pulse. This shows, yes, still alive, right? It shows a pulse. Respond, right? Respond and say, hey, did you get to ask them the question you originally asked them? So Julie is asking, I think the issue for a lot of people is they feel that their follow-up will benefit them because of the financial gain. Can you speak to that to help shift that mindset? Well, know that you have to find out if they're open first. Don't pitch them on how much money they can make or anything like that. You're just seeing, are they open? Are they open to moving forward? If they're not, totally cool. Totally cool. If I reach out to someone and they never respond, I'm gonna wait. I might send them a message saying, hey, just making sure you saw this, making sure you saw it. If they didn't, I'm gonna follow back up. Hey, looks like what I do isn't a fit for you. Do you know anyone that does want to make extra money, lose some weight, have creamy skin, whatever the benefit of the product, service, or opportunity that you've been leading with? And so I hope that's helpful. Julie, do you want to hop back on here? Maybe this is, and then if I didn't answer your question, you can, hit me with it differently.
No, oh my God, no, you answered. I'm still laughing. I'm sorry.
Which one got you? Which one got
you? All of them. Are you kidding me? I was dying, and then you were talking about the man getting hit by the car, and I'm like, wait, I'm not dying at that part. I'm like, I don't know. I just needed that. How many of you just needed to laugh this morning? There's so much perspective and value, but also needed that comic relief. So thank you so much. No, you answered that beautifully because right. I feel like that is where people get hung up because their ego gets in the way. They make that about the follow-up and that they're going to have some financial gain or benefit from it. And they're not putting the person at the front of their mind and saying, no, this is the solution that I know can help them.
Right.
Right. This is what it's got
to always be about them. Yeah. No one cares what your goals are.
No.
Nobody. And if they say they do, they're lying.
No.
They only care what's in it for them. Like how do I benefit from this?
Exactly. You guys, so much value, right? I'm getting great stuff. Yes. Laughter is good. Yes. We all need the laughter. So let's talk about Rank Makers Live. I want to shift this because typically this is an in-person event. You guys, I've been to Rank Makers Live. It is amazing. You do not want to miss out on this, but we're going virtual this year because, everything happening. So it is an amazing lineup. I want you to, if you can please share with everybody, because I want everyone to grab a ticket today because I think it's closing soon. And then I'm going to be talking about a personal giveaway that I'm going to be doing for my audience of anyone that picks up the ticket today. I'm going to drop the link in the comments, but I'm going to let Ray talk about Rank Makers Live and who the lineup is and all that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And, we really held on as long as we could. We wanted it to be in person, but the Marriott wanted each chair to have a 6 feet diameter around it. And so they just created a scenario that just wasn't going to be cool for the attendees. And so we decided to go virtual, which, I was kind of bummed about at first until we decided to play big and hire the same team and company that helped Tony Robbins with his virtual event. And so it's unlike anything. So I'm gonna give you two things here. One, yes, we have an incredible lineup, but guess what? A lot of virtuals do. A lot of virtuals have some amazing people, and you're like, yeah, this is amazing. But What they don't have is the software that we have that's running the virtual experience. So let me first talk about the lineup. So we have Shalene Johnson, just total rock star. And I want to point out, she is the only female in history that had 2 #1 infomercials at the same time, right? They were both running, both #1 in their category, both running, first female ever. Number 2, we have Tim Story, who was Oprah's coach, right? Isn't that weird to say Oprah has a coach, but he was Oprah's coach. He is Robert Downey Jr. calls him the comeback coach. So if you've ever felt like you needed to come back or overcome or get over trauma or obstacles or just get out of a funk, he's the guy. Tim Story. So we have Pete Vargas, who has booked over 20,000 stages in the last few years. He is the prominent speaking and event company to help people get on more stages. He's going to be talking about how to get you on more stages. He's incredible. And from there, we have a whole bunch of others. We have Marina Simone going to talk about Instagram and Instagram Reels. We have Diane Hockman, who is one of the smartest marketers I know, going to talk about email marketing, easily building your email list and why you should in case you get into social media trouble. And we have a whole host of others. We have one that is my personal mindset coach, a guy named Elliot. He coaches, I think, 8 of the top 10 poker players in the world and several of the top MMA fighters. He's a performance coach. He has helped me overcome a lot of stuff I didn't even know I needed to overcome. Stuff from my past, stuff from my, I didn't have the greatest, childhood growing up. He helped me with trust issues. He helped me with different things that have really helped me this past year. And we have so many others, but it's a virtual experience. So when you check into the event, and it's October 8th through 10th, when you check in, you are checked in by a person, not a software, not a checkbox, not a whatever. A person says, Hi, Heather, how are you today? Hey, it looks like you're in Charlotte or wherever you are, Heather. And they welcome you into the ballroom, introduce you to people. With the press of a button, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, all right, mastermind time, go. I want you to get in your groups and solve this problem, okay? And so I press a button. It breaks the entire group into mastermind sessions of 5 to 6 people. This is why you have to be on live. Right? I press a button, boop, brah, right? And we have Spanish translation. So Spanish speaking individuals, they will be in their own Spanish rooms, but you will be in groups and they'll alternate. You'll get equal mic time where you will, especially if you're introverted, you'll actually meet more people than you would if you were at a live event. And so we're going to give away live prizes. We're going to have a leaderboard for those who follow instructions. There's going to be a leaderboard where we give away some very serious prizes. We always have a fundraiser. That's going to be super cool. And so we are really, really excited about it. October 8th through 10th, we have people that are playing, they're taking commitment over convenience, and they're going to be on live for all 3 days. And if you give me if you like this, less than an hour, if you give me 3 days, we can change your life. And we have people playing big all over the world. So we'll have Team Singapore, Team Malaysia, Team Australia, Team New Zealand, people in very different time zones that knew they would have had to have traveled anyway. So they're saving on hotels, saving on airfare, saving on, traveling in COVID times, right? And they're playing big. Some of them are even renting hotels so that they can be dedicated to the screen. Of course, not everyone, can do that. But I would encourage you, grab your ticket and plan on being on live if you really want to get the most out of it. And this is something that, I can't promise that you change your life in a 40-minute video, but you give us 3 days and you stay plugged in and you stay actively on, we're going to walk you through how the game plan of how to really transform your life.
Love it. Perfect. I can't wait. Thank you so much, Ray, for being here today. You guys, I dropped the link in the comments, and then this replay we'll have a lot of people on the replay. We'll be going out to the list. Thank you again. I appreciate your time. I know you're very, very busy. You guys, let's show Ray the love. And as always, be blessed. Go out there and rock your businesses and take everything you saw today, come back and watch it again.
Awesome.
But definitely get your ticket to Rank Makers. My personal giveaway is access to one one of my 9 courses, you get access, you get to choose. You get to choose. So just to end up furthering your education, your knowledge, all you have to do is purchase a ticket, email my support team at team@thefreedomdesigner, and we'll get you taken care of. So thank you again, Ray. I appreciate it. Love
That's
you
so
guys.
cool. Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Yes, everyone's saying thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yay.
All right, have a good one. Bye, everyone.